Hello everyone, welcome back to the Overseer PC. Today we're going to look at the cheapest Ryzen processor, the Ryzen 3 3100. We're going to pair it with one of the most common video cards out there, the RX580. We're going to run this in Fortnite all settings. And as always, I haven't included performance mode here because it is still too buggy for me. But before that, a word from our sponsor. Sick and tired of that activate Windows watermark? Head down to u2key.com. u2key.com sells legit Windows 10 keys. Enter my promo code OPC24 and this will give you an additional 24% discount, bringing it down to a low price at $12. They also have Microsoft Office 2019 and using the same promo code, you'll get it for only $41. Now that's an amazing deal. They also have other software. Enter the code in the screen to get these discounts. They accept all major credit cards and other payment options including Bitcoin. Once again, that's u2key.com, a proud sponsor of Overseer PC. Links are in the description below. Now back to the video. Now, as you know, I was building a PC for my wife and I used up a whole bunch of spare stuff which I had lying around and purchased a RIS. So I ended up using the Ryzen 3100 for her build because this was the only one I could find and they'll be sufficient for her needs. She only plays like Rogue Company and some other esports titles, and for most people this will also be the case. The 3100 is much more different than the rarer 3300X. It has an inferior layout compared to the 3300X and much lower clocks, hence why there's still a lot of stocks of this one, because there's not much of a higher demand. A lot of people who wanted more power will aim for the 3600 or even the 5600X. But if you're just getting into PC gaming and wanted a Ryzen processor, this is actually a good idea. In this video, we're going to run this setup layout in Fortnite, pair it with a very common RX580, and do note that in the setup I use a very cheap and slow DDR4 kit because I was still waiting for my spare kit to arrive. It's a Chinese Gloway DDR4. It's only 2400 megahertz. So now, without further ado, let's get on with this gameplay run. Yeah. Okay, for those who don't know, our usual route for our video gameplay run is dropping in the Weeping Woods, going to the forest, which is the most graphic extensive, then headed to the desert, to the bar, and from there we go wherever the storm will take us, if we're still alive by then. Okay, so we'll start off with competitive settings in here for our gameplay run. It is very important to remember that our gameplay runs here in Overseer PC is we try to mimic what's actually on the game, and so you will see the clips that I've taken in here are actually the ones that matter. I tried to focus on which area you might get some status, which area you may not. So in this case we have our panning shot in here for Fortnite. The textures, well, they've got that texture issue again, but that will just resolve itself as we go down. Like I said, it's very important to show here that we showed actual gameplay. In this case, this is the indoor, so you will see that our frame time is actually very stable. FPS around 200, which is actually not bad at all. But I really like that our frame times is stable. You will notice that there is some form of GPU bottleneck over here, with the GPU reaching 99%. As we go outside, you will still see that it is still pushing it. Even in the CPU department, the Ryzen 3 3100 is actually also pushing that one, because you can see on the core clock that's actually reaching 3900, which is its maximum boost clock. Yeah. I'm going to show it here. I'm just going to do some quick shots here. Yep. As you know, this is the most graphically intensive part of the map as we go out. Yep. So clearly GPU bottleneck even at competitive settings. Our CPU reaches even like 71% at one point, 72 at one point. Yeah, so Actually, it's both components, the GPU and the Ryzen 3100 are actually pushing it as we go through the desert, which is a bit of a landscape there. And FPA drops to 150, but frame times are still stable. I am just happy with this, guys. For our case, as of the moment, wherein GPU prices are outrageous, actually the RX580 is not a bad choice if you're just going for that entry-level gaming experience like what we have here for Fortnite. I hate this gun. It has a very slow bullet velocity. You just can't hit anything in here. I do love about in Fortnite is the handgun. This one here. I really like the fire rate of the handgun. And the damage as well. Look at that, but I could just tap that forever. I'm going to try to assault this guy here. And like I said, I'm not really good with this close quarter combat, but I tried to just make it look like I know what I'm doing. Yep. Quick builds, quick random builds. Oh, got a shot there. The guy still has a lot of shield. I've just got like 10 HP. Did. Okay, let's start to have a look at our low gameplay. So we've got everything set on low, like literally everything. Drops really fine. We've got some stutter there, but negligible. That's with the server loading. As you can see, the low is more or less the same performance as our competitive. We've got around 170, around that number, 170 outside. Textures are also taking its time to load. This is because I've got our textures on low. It'll resolve itself in a few seconds. Padding around the trees is actually pretty smooth. So as you can already tell, low settings with the 3100 and the RX580 is actually pretty good in Fortnite. Looks like we have someone inside. Yeah, indoors are more or less the same, 200 FPS. Oh, hey there. Yeah. Yeah, around about 200 FPS inside. It's pretty stable. Frame times are pretty stable. Where's that footsteps coming from? Oh, flip it. Oh my god, it's a troll. What are you doing there, bud? Can't believe he just did shoot me. Yep. This is probably a bot. Yep. So as you can see outside, it's about 99% as well. The GPU is actually the pushing it. So this is our graphic intensive path. FPS is around 170. GPU utilization reaches up to 99%. This is because of the leaves, but like I said, still pretty capable. The RX580 is capable if you're just running on low or competitive settings. Our landscape shot here, the same as previous, around, hovering around 160, 150, 170, around that number there. Frame times pretty stable. So if you're looking for like just a entry-level competitive shooter setup, the 3100 Ryzen 3100 paired with the RX580 is actually a good choice. You'll see later on as we tune up the settings, you'll probably see the difference on how it affects the stuttering and the frame times. Ooh, someone shot me. Ooh. This is a sniper to sniper battle. Come on there, bro. Ooh. Okay, yep. Where's that guy? Oh, can't believe I missed that. Okay, come on. Wow, I missed that as well. Again, whew, this is an intensive fight, sniper fight. There you go. What? How did that happen? Let's look at it again. Shoot. Whoa! That is clearly lag. Okay, so we'll try medium without shadows this time. And see how this one turns out. Now you can see from our drop, you can see that the stutters are already becoming more and more obvious. And you can see them here, like literally it's just like stuttering as I was dropping. And we tried to do a panning shot here for all the trees. There is those spikes, those continuous spikes over there, like spike, spike, spike. So that means there's a little bit of stutter in the game. Maybe if you go medium, it's not that good for the RX580. Indoors, not so bad. And as always, GPU, you can still see some stutter here. GPU utilization is about 99%, so it's really all the way up there. I assume CPU utilization will be there as well. So oh, it's nice. Although our CPU utilization is about 50-60%, it's still at the top boost clock over there. Look, you can see outside a little bit of stutter. There's always that a little bit of stutter from the moment we transition from competitive low to medium, even indoors. This is the most graphical intensive part of the map with the leaves and stuff, and you can see the status. The FPS is about 140. That's fine, 140 compared to our usual 170 on low and competitive. Alright. Yep, and as you go to more like landscape shots, you can see there are those spikes in our frame time, so it's not very good. So if you're like really a critical person who likes to play very competitively, that every stutter counts or every moment counts, going to medium, which I don't think anyone will be playing at medium on Fortnite, is not a very good idea if you've got the RX580. It just basically pushes the CAD out to its maximum limit, like beyond. Oh, now that must be a bot. Yes, it is a bot. Yep. There we go. We're back at the woods. Oh, yup. Major status there. So I don't recommend that you sit playing on medium with the RX580. Just like I said before, just switch it to lower competitive and you'll be fine in Fortnite. Oh, another sniper battle, guys. Let's hope I don't die this time. He's hiding, so let's just scare. Oh, where's that fire? What's that coming from? Oh, yeah. A little bit of stutter here and there. Like, seems like they're inside. The good thing is our RAM is just about 8 gigabytes of RAM that they can chew with this game. Not so much. VRAM as well is around 2 gigabytes, so that's not too bad, even at medium. We've got like 4 gigabytes of RAM, and with this RX580, here's that guy. Yep. I just like to quick tap everything. There you go. There we go. This is like the final stage of the fight battle royale. It was like 3 players left, and they were like building stuff. So I tried to assault them, even though I suck at assaulting and close quarters combat with Fortnite. Oh, where's that guy coming from? I just build stuff here. Oh, what? Yeah, you can see those status are coming in, even like on these critical moments. So, yep. Just running. 100% GPU utilization. So of course you would get those status if it's GPU that's really pushed to the max. Yeah, another spike there in our frame times. They've shifted to that circle, so I'll try just to outflank them. Oh, I shouldn't have switched there. Just panic in here and just try and fire everything. The guy will try to assault me now. Yeah, go. FPS down to 100 FPS. It was very intensive fight and we're down. Okay, now we are going to trial out high without shadows. Now you can still see the stutters are getting more obvious as we go up the settings. When high, our FPS hovers around 100, 110. Now we're dropping. The stutters are not as bad as the medium, but you can see the micro stutters are getting more regular. So it means like, yeah, the response is not that great. And the GPU utilization reaches up to 100% when we're panning in this stage. Indoors is about 120 FPS. You can see it here. Oh, that's bad stutter. Yeah, the micro stutters are very obvious on our frame time graph. I'm just trying to wait this guy out. Yeah, definitely a lot of mic. Oh, that's a big stutter. So I wouldn't recommend. Yeah, down. So I wouldn't recommend setting high even without shadows on the RX580. Oh, look at that, very bad stutter. With medium we could show that it was, we could see that it was actually struggling. Now with high, look, a lot of stutters. Just trying to grab those ones. So not really recommended to see this setting, but here we go. Our forest section. Luckily there's no stutters. Well, micro stutters there are, but you know those spikes, there's no spikes in the frame time graph, so that's okay. But like I said, I wouldn't recommend you guys to be sitting on high even without shadows off with the RX580. Our VRAM has reached 2.4 gigabytes. Used to be at around 2 gigabytes with medium. Landscape shot, 100% GPU utilization. Look at that. And those micro stutters are really bad. Here I am with this guy trying to go to the bounds. I was like just stalking him. Ooh, hit the guy. Oh. Oh, he's just so elusive, this guy. Like I said, guys, I'm not very good at building. I don't know how to handle this type of situation. I just tried to fire and then fire. And the guy was just like, you know, I got that guy down. I got like a lot of shots on that guy, but all these buildings and all these structures are just messing up with me. Good thing is we don't have like major status while we're having this close quarter combat. Couldn't find him, so I tried to go outside, but I could hear him. He's upstairs. Oh, here's a guy. Oh, he trapped me in his structures. I hit him once, but he hit me a lot. Oh, that's a really bad dude. Okay, let's go for our last setup. It'll be epic settings. Don't expect too much about this one. Yeah, you can see it. It's, yeah, the spikes are already there, well, dropping, but it looks good. Oh, that's a big stutter. It looks good, but no one plays Fortnite with epic settings on. Maybe if you get like a really powerful CPU, GPU that you could play with epic, maybe turn down shadows, but even so, in my case, I wouldn't even turn epic on because it just limits your in-game, your visibility and all that stuff. Indoors, 100 FPS. Our VRAM is now all the way up to 3 gigabytes now, compared to 2.4 gigabytes on the high settings. Now as we go outdoors, yeah, your FPS will drop down to 90. Yeah. Yep, even like opening chest, you got like some status. I got a guy here that was trying to loot some stuff and just happened to be there. GPU utilization reaches 100% even indoors, so guy, he was trying to block me, eh? Boom! Boom! Oh no! Yeah, got him down. This is the graphically intensive part of the map, the forest and the leaves and stuff. I've got like a pepper here, that's why I'm running like really fast. Yeah, you can see the smoke coming out of the face. Yeah, on outside areas with like bigger landscape, FPS drops to about 90. Yeah, 90 FPS matches, man. Like I said, if I had like an RX580, I would play at these settings, but I'm just showing you how it plays like. Looks good, but yeah. Yeah, you can see there are like definitely spikes in the frame times. I'm probably going to leave the rest of this video here for you guys to enjoy. If you got any questions or any comments about this video today, if you find that this was like helpful, please click that like button, subscribe and share this to your friends. We just passed 1,000 subscribers, which is really great. I'm really thankful for that one. Thank you so much. So yeah, I'll catch you in the next video, guys. I'll leave the rest of the video here. Yeah, like I said, don't play on epic settings with an RX580 and a Ryzen 3100. Okay, have a good one.